Hi, I'm Not Yet Dead, and welcome back to Riverside Farms. So, I keep saying I'm not going to do so at the beginning of everything I say, but I can't help it, so, anyway, right, we are harvesting the potato field. It's it's fair to say, when I started, I was a bit, oh, it's going to take me forever. But got all the grimy kit, and actually we're motoring quite nicely now. I've had a worker do a little bit of this, but I thought I'd do a little bit of harvesting. We've got the potato picker-upper over there. I've already been around and done a pretty decent headland all the way around, probably about 4 or 5, top, bottom, diagonal edge, etc., so that we've got plenty of space for our worker to work and just to make life a little bit swifter. And actually, now that we're doing that, it's pretty quick. And to be honest, I mean, once they're harvested, I might just, I'll be picking them up over a series of episodes. As before, I think we'll be looking to do a day to a video to a day. Yeah. So there'll be things that I can be doing off of the screen. But yeah. Have a look at the equipment we've got. Actually, I even remember in the end that I needed a grimy trailer, that I was going to use I should get the trailer rather than using one of my own. So I did. Unfortunately, I'd already put a load into one of the other trailers by then, but it's fine. I just put those straight in the silo. Yeah, it's good. And actually, this is quick now. This is quick. And because I've done all the prep work, I can leave a worker to it. The picking up, I have to do, I believe. I don't think you can, I can't remember from my first look. I don't think you can leave a worker to it. But yeah, talking about leaving a worker to it, let's put a worker on it for a minute. So yeah, so we can look at the kit that we've got. I think I leased it all. So harvesting, we've got this, the WR200 CDW. I chose it because, well, it looks cool, and because you don't need a Halem cutter. Halem? I thought it was a Halem cutter. Anyway, it is a Halem cutter. That's not a Halem. I don't know. Anyway, the cutter thing, not needed. So so using this one, and also then got the SE8555 to pick them up, which unfortunately has quite a small tank. But yeah, I went and got us a multi-trailer, which is the one that came out with the growing pack. So just to use it, really. It's a nice trailer as well. Actually, I don't know why I've never occurred to use it, because you can use it for everything. How much was it? Oh, it doesn't say. Trailers. Just wondering. 40,000 for a 35,000 litre trailer. Well, it's not silly. It's a little bit more than like a trans space, but it does sit between the trans space and the Bandit. So you know what? It's not crazy. Not crazy. Cool. Good to know. Bear that in mind. I'm hoping this stuff will be in 22. I don't know. Right. So I'm trying to think what I've done since the last video. To be honest, it's a very long time since I recorded the last video. I've been in and out, roundabout, traveling, holiday, work away, blah blah, and I just haven't been having the time to record. We finished the harvest on field 32. I did go, and then I was supposed to do a contract wherever I left the sprayer. It was over here somewhere, I thought. Anyway, I was supposed to do a spraying contract, and by the time I'd finished the harvesting, got the next morning, I'd lost the contract. It had passed, so I couldn't do it, which was a shame, but there you go. So I've got a sprayer sitting around in the field somewhere without a job to do. At the time, we didn't have another fertilising contract. I haven't looked since, but equally, it's not urgent. The other thing to note, field 12, as you can see, is now ready to harvest. Also, because I'd finished with the standard harvester up at the farm, I've taken that down to here. We've got field 62 to harvest, and then we can do that bit of ploughing out when we've got a minute. connecting those fields together. So a couple of little jobs that are pending. Equally, obviously we've got this field to harvest, and I think that's then our last field harvest. I did and ah about doing some chaff baling, which I may yet still do. So I do need to think about planting up a field, a small field. Could be field 30, could be field 29, except that field 29 will need a plough. So maybe we'll do field 30 maybe. It's all ready to go, it's been lined and ploughed, etc. So maybe we'll do that. We'll get a worker on planting some corn so that we can do that should we so desire. The bunker silo, of course, at the farm has already been covered and is good to go. And we're also just waiting for the compost out at the biogas plant to be ready so that we can sell it. I was having an ahhing about how I'm going to do that. I might, in both cases, I was going to get belts, conveyor belts. I might just use the snowblower. We'll see. Anyway, so harvesting is progressing. Probably time we pick some up, really. It don't half go quick, that thing. A lot quicker than this does, I have to say. This is the slow bit, to be fair. Now we've got that sorted out, this is the slow bit. Are we already on a line? Yes, we are. Okay, let's put some light on so that we can see what's going on in the dark here. Lower it down, power it on. Oh, going too far over. Yeah, it's quite nice to be doing some potatoes. It is time consuming, and I am conscious of, to be honest, wanting to get on with this, especially because I've been delayed and not been able to put, to get any footage done, and I'm a little bit not so inspired to record, to be honest, but I really do want to finish the series. It's a great map. I've actually really enjoyed playing on it. I suppose 22 is coming out. I've kind of got into my trains. Farming right now is not really my thing. Plus, I'm busy at work. There's a lot of life stuff happening. So, yeah, it's just hard. Tending to find myself wanting to do other things when I've got some time. But anyway, enough of that. It needs to be done. And I'm not, I never want to give up on something that I was intending to do. I've got a plan of stuff that I want to do. I should get it done. This will be the last FS19 series that I finish before 22 comes out. And we might talk about that again a little bit later on. But in the meantime, I actually don't need to fill this time because there's not enough space in the trailer. Now, if these aren't too far out of whack, then actually it can pick up 2 rows at a time, but it's right on the edge of being able to do it, so you've got to get it spot on. And I've missed an entire row. Yeah, it's not easy. Not easy at all. Oh well, never mind. Not to worry. There we go. Yeah, thoroughly looking forward to 22 coming out. It's looking really good. I caught up on some of the videos around machines and, new reveals and stuff about what's coming. And yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to it. It'll be good. And I've got a day off, so day of release, 22nd November, I will be streaming FS22. I've taken the day off. I'm going to do 2 long streams, 1 on each of the new maps. I am massively looking forward to it, and we'll just see how it goes, see what we can do. Bit of exploring, bit of farming. I'm going to farm both maps, so I'm hoping in the meantime to progress which is key that Oh, there we go, we're done. It's kind of a weird one. It's not, when it's full, unlike a lot of the others, it doesn't stop and lift and blah blah. It just doesn't do anything. So you just happily keep going, why is it not picking up potatoes? Oh, it's full. Right, pipe out. Slightly weirdly removes the cover, which is a bit odd. I really should have put changed out the twin tyres on the class, really. It's a bit big for doing this. Yeah, that was it. Okay, excellent. Awesome. So let's swing this round. What we can do is if we leave this here, then when I come back, I can just put the trailer next to it. This is going to kind of be our big job for the day, so I'm probably going to do a lot of my time on this. What I will probably do, rather than doing, you know, spreading the video across the day, is do some of this and then leave it, and we'll get some other things going. Maybe we'll get that corn planted in that field, and perhaps we'll go and harvest that little field that we've got to do to be able to plough some together. And that may be it, to be honest. The only other thing that I had undernard about doing on here, and we can see how we're doing and how we feel, is because is to use the baler and the baler with windrower that came out from Black Sheep Modding with the quadrapat set would be quite cool. And I undernard about doing that on here, just because I'm not in a position on Spectacle Island to do that yet, and I am not in a position right now to do that on No Man's Land, because we're in winter. So I thought that could be a fun thing to do, so we might do some bales as well. Just leave that there a second, get out of the way. So yeah, that was what I put the 6,800 litres of potato in, and then thought, hang on, I could use a Grimmer trailer, it'd be more interesting. So we're using a Grimmer trailer because it's more interesting. I also took it in white, because you can have it in white with red or red with white, and I went with white with red, just, again, it's more interesting. That's very cool. So we're going to have a load of potatoes, so what's that already? 40,000 odd litres. We barely scratched the surface. We're going to get several 100,000 litres off here, no doubt. No doubt. What a price is like. Not that we're anywhere near having a quantity to sell. Yeah. Varied. Wow, biogas plant. Whoa. I mean, we could. But equally, we should go, there's a few potato and beet, root crop type places. Maybe go to Raw's Potatoes. Actually, you know what? Raw's Potatoes, good price. Keep that at it, Raw. Let's have that. Let's keep that there. We'll go Raw's Potatoes. We could sell it at the biogas plant, but I'm not going to use the digestate and blah, blah. Let's go to a different sell point. So many we get more than one trailer load. There we go. Right, I am going to nip in here and change the tyre configuration, and I'll see you back at the field. Well, there we go, change is done. Worker's doing a cracking job. Really, there'll be bits, I think, as it gets to this corner, I'm reckoning there'll be bits that it'll miss, but no, doing really well, going really fast. Excellent. So no worries about getting them up. Slightly worried about picking them up. But we'll get there. It's quite a chilled out job. I can do it while I watch a bit of TV or something, So, which, as I said, on that point, I will not spend hours and hours trying to get loads and loads and loads of this done and do it off screen. In the middle of the video, we'll compact the video into earlier in the day, and then I'll spend some time in the afternoon picking them up, and it'll just be something I'll try and finish over the next couple of days while we're doing, in between doing other jobs. Still hoping to get some more contracts done. I can't believe I'm not going to Platinum 19. I've got a feeling there's something wrong with the way it's counting the contracts. I don't know if other people have had the same issue. Tell me if you have. Because I can't believe that I haven't done enough even to get the first contracting medal, let alone, I mean, the second one, all right, fine. But I haven't even got the first one yet. Worries me a little bit. Anyway, there you go. Ah, magically and without intending to, we actually managed to pick up both rows. Interesting. Okay. It seems providing it's actually slap bang between the two, you're all right. I'm not even going to attempt to do that with the one that's over there, but this next two here, and it makes a big difference, obviously. Well, obviously it does, because it halves the amount of time you're going to spend doing it, right? If you can do two at once. Oh well. Yeah, it does make quite a big difference. But seemingly quite hard to do. There we go. Oh, I'm not doing a very good job of it, am I? Subtle movements. No, and now it's full. Now I'm missing them all. Right. Well, I think that's enough potatoes for now. But yeah, that worker's not going to be long getting those up. Not long at all. Left it slap bang in the middle so that I could approach it from either side. Yeah, I should get one of these. They're a nice trailer. Right, let's go get the planter and let's get it running in this field. Actually, it needs cultivating. Right. So, of course, unfortunately, it's really the only tractor that's not busy. Though I suppose actually, while I'm doing this, I'm not going to be harvesting any, I'm not going to be picking up any more potatoes. So equally, I could have used the Fendt. This is a lovely tractor, but it ain't agile at all. So actually, I suppose now we're not towing a trailer, I could put four-wheel steer back on. There we go. R1 and left stick L3. I never remembered that. I'm gradually learning how long I've been playing this game. Anyway. So yeah, so actually we need to get this cultivated. Also gives us a chance to cultivate in the lime. I know you don't have to. You can plant directly into a ploughed field, but field, but we're not going to. So it's fine. So we'll do a little bit of cultivating. I'll basically get a headland done, get a worker on it, and then maybe we'll go and harvest that field while the worker's busy, and we can get another worker doing the planting at the same time. Be fine. Actually, not with four-wheel drive with an implement, four-wheel steer rather with an implement, it's fine. Two-wheel steer is a bit rubbish, and four-wheel steer with a trailer is terrible. But this is okay. So I might think about turning over some, if I've got a tractor free and some equipment free, then I may as well get workers doing ploughing, cultivating, whatever, just starting to turn over some of the fields. It's a bit rude to leave all of the fields in a completely unusable state when you're going to sell them, I find. Seems a bit harsh. So we might do that too. Equally, I suppose, fields that we're not going to use anymore, we could sell them and then take on the contracts to keep turning them over. Could do that. See if that helps with my contracts issue. We'll see. Whoa, steady. Yeah, that's much better. Right. But yeah, so yeah, FS22 is coming. I have been asking myself a little bit whether I should keep going with the channel, to be honest. Number of views is dropping significantly, actually, and it might be early days, but the last couple of videos I put out, one of them didn't even have a view for 24 hours, which is very unusual. So I'm going to see how that goes, but interest has dropped. Equally, interest isn't growing, if you see what I mean. So the number of views that I'm getting has dropped, and I'm not increasing my subscriber base at all. It's been hanging, literally hanging, around 182 to 183 for weeks now. Occasionally it goes up to 183, then it'll drop back down again to 182, and then it'll go back up to 183, and then it'll drop back down again to 182, which seems a bit weird. Maybe people subscribe because they think they're interested, then they watch and then go, nah, I've got too many channels already. And I'm thinking that might be what it is, right? People have already got all of their channels that fill them with, you know, the needs they have for the games that they want to watch, and it's fine, you know, I get it. I can't compete with the big boys. I do not have the time. I tried to get you know, I've done a stint of doing a video a day, but I can't currently maintain that. My number of reserved videos has dropped significantly. Oh, go away, you stupid controller drift. So, you know, and whilst it sort of worked briefly, it always seems to tail off no matter what I do. So I'm questioning myself. That said, I am going to finish the series. I'm absolutely going to finish the series. I'm not going to stop playing No Man's Land. So I might put the occasional video out on it, or do a live stream, or whatever. And I will definitely be doing some stuff on 22. Because I've ordered it, I've booked a day off. I might as well stream it on that day, and I guess we'll see how that goes. I just, you know, let me know what you think. I've said these kinds of things before, and it's always been a bit of a tussle between trying to balance work, family, everything else, and you know, I still love doing this. I still love making the videos, but to be honest, if no one's watching them, there's limited value in me doing it, limited purpose in me doing it, other than I enjoy doing it. I do enjoy doing it. And maybe it just means for now I'll cut back a little bit and we'll just see how it goes. And I always said I kind of wanted to keep it going. I'm hoping at some point that the time will come I'll be able to change my job that will allow me a little bit more time to invest, to try and build the channel, to look at doing different things. I'm not there yet, but in the meantime, at least if the channel is keeping going, then I've still got that option. I mean, I've always got that option, but it's obviously it should be easier to build from an existing base. Than starting completely again from scratch, right? So I don't know, but yeah, we'll keep doing some streams. I mean, I'm still loving the trains. I will probably, again, just occasionally do recordings. I've got the challenge at the moment that I'm trying to catch up on where I was, and so I'm actually trying to follow, because I'm honestly less keen on videos at the moment, or I'm only finding that I've only got time to play really late at night, by which time I'm usually just too knackered to record. I'm too exhausted to think about doing this. Actually, yeah, on the trains I'm tending to spend I'm doing my time doing catch up, doing things that I've already done on screen, and sometimes getting that wrong too. Anyway, enough chat. We still have this to do. So this is now at the point where we can leave a worker on it. How's our worker doing with our potatoes? Oh, pretty well. I think what I'll do is I'll grab the fen, we'll get the planter on the fen, and we can start a worker on this edge of the field, and I'll come and fill in the blanks that it misses, or maybe even not worry about it. We're not after yield, this is about trying something, right? So I don't have to be too worried about, plus it would probably be easier and more flexible if we had a little bit of space top and bottom to do what we're going to do. So yeah, so we'll do that, and maybe I'll see you over at the other field and we'll get that harvest done. Right, well here we are. So this is the area I cleared all the trees from a little while ago, and I was doing the compost, and so my plan was at that point in time that I would just plough this together with the grass field, and then I thought, well, actually, it'd be more interesting to plough it all into one field, because actually the access to this field technically is just up there in the top right, where you can see the ripper is. It's ready to go. So I thought it'd be fun. So I bought this extra field, which I think I'd already bought once before and then sold. I think this is where I did my first carrot harvest, right? I think it was this field, pretty sure. Oh no, it was the next field across. Okay, so no, it wasn't this field. Oh fine, so I haven't worked this field before, which is even better. Doesn't really matter either way. But yes, I thought it'd be kind of fun to make this into a sort of, it could almost be an L-shaped field, but with a slight kick to the end. Best way to describe it. I just thought it'd be fun and interesting, really, to make it different. No, fold that away, fold that out. Lots of weeds in here, but the yield isn't important. That's not what matters. Okay. So the worker's now finished harvesting the potatoes. I went round and did, we could do straw, but I'm not going to bother. I went round and just tied up a couple of little bits, but there wasn't much left actually. I've done a pretty decent job. I've done one more collection. The planter's going on the corn. Cultivator's finished cultivating, or is finishing cultivating. It's maybe 2/3 of the way to the field. So that field is now, I can pretty much just leave it to it. And as I say, every now and again, I'll just pop back, do another pickup load of potatoes. I've done a couple more since I stopped recording, and just, just keep that moving. It would be an incredibly dull job to do it all in one go. I could, by the way, I did think about it as well. I've used the Grimmy stuff because I really wanted to use the Grimmy stuff or the Grimmy pack, but actually Missy Wee has also put a potato harvester header to go with one of the beet harvesters, in the same way that there is for the onions and the carrots that you've already seen me use. So I could have used one of those. Would have been a way more efficient way to harvest the potatoes, but I really wanted to use the pack, use some of that kit, because I haven't used it much really at all since I did the release stream on it. So yeah, that was it. I just fancied having to go with it, really. Okay. This isn't going to be a huge yield. I probably will need a trailer though. I'm also thinking, I was just reflecting as I drove the planter out to the field and got it started, that actually, as I finish with pieces of equipment now, I could probably start selling them. Otherwise you get to the end and you have this big sell-off, and that takes ages as well. But I could, so I might start doing that as well. Just as I, because when I've done with the planter, I won't need the planter again. The cultivator and the ploughs, I might, because as I say, I might turn some fields over. I might keep the seeder for now, in case I feel like seeding a field as well. But yeah, odd bits I probably won't need again. I'll keep the fertilizer for now, I'll keep the slurry tanker for now, until, I know that I'm done with them. Because, if I've got stuff to use up, I might just use it, get that done. Put a line on the fields that need it, put fertilizer on the crops. I mean, I'll need to fertilize the corn anyway, so stuff like that. But yeah, otherwise, as I'm done with, and I'm not sure what to do about the harvest of the sorghum on field 12. I don't know whether to use this harvester and it'll just take forever, whether to use this harvester but get another harvester to help it out. I've never owned my own ideal. In fact, I've never used an ideal on any of my own fields even, I don't think. So I could buy or lease, buy would be a bit stupid, but I could buy or lease an ideal to help out with the harvest on field 12. Or I could just sell this one and lease a couple of ideals, or whatever, there's a few different ways to it. It's a big field, it's going to take some time. I should also check up on how the compost is progressing, actually. Because again, if either the compost or the silage are ready, then that's a couple of things that I could be doing in dribs and drabs as and when I've got a minute between doing other jobs, is filling up a trailer load and taking that to wherever it needs to be taken, right? But yeah, so a few things still to be going on with, we're thinking about. Start to wind it down. I don't know how many more episodes we're going to have. At least another 2, I would say. I would reckon. Maybe even a few more, I don't know. There's a couple of things I'm wanting to do. I want to have this series finished and all of the episodes out by the time FS22 comes out, because I will have, if I decide to keep the channel going, I will have Spectacle Island and No Man's Land still to do on 19, and I don't want too many things that sort of interfere with publishing 22 stuff, because that's really what people will be interested in, I hope. And I still want to play it, right? So I kind of need this done and out, and at the same time want to have got some Spectacle Island and No Man's Land videos, which I'm now almost out of, recorded and ready, so I've got them in the back of my pocket, in my back pocket, so that when I'm, so I can focus on recording FS22 to start with and really start making some progress on that when it first comes out, in amongst trains. Oh dear. I ummed and ahed about the recently was the beta release, limited duration beta release for Riders Republic, and I quite like Steep when that first came out. I haven't played that for a while as well. That would be quite a fun thing to do. So I thought, I'll give that a go actually. Free beta, why not? And I was so tempted to put it on the channel. I was like, I could stream it, I could do a couple of episodes. I'm just like, nah, there's too many games. It's too much. I have had a request to put out Star Wars Squadrons. So I might start doing streaming and or odd videos of that. Because actually I bought it ages ago. I played it a little bit in VR, but not really got very far with it. So actually it would be it's a good reason to play it as well. If I need a reason, but I tend to find myself either doing farming trains or frankly playing Assassin's Creed, or if I'm playing with mates, Ghost Recon. I try odd bits here and there, but I rarely then sort of go back to them. I bought No Man's Sky ages ago and I barely touched it. I've been wanting to stream it in VR on the PS5, but I'm still waiting for my camera adapter to turn up from PlayStation. Oh my god, seriously, it's taken so long, and I've chased them and they've resent it and I still haven't had it. I have no idea what on earth is going on. It's a bit frustrating because No Man's Sky I'd quite like to stream VR and try it out on PS5, but I can't at the moment. So a bit frustrating. Right, so let's just take another edge off here. We are going to need a trailer, without a doubt. Right. I did a really weird thing with that. What's the direction of the field here? Okay. I'm just wondering if I put a worker on it and go grab a trailer. We could do that. I could go get the Tatra. Yeah, I think that looks like a good straight. So let's get a worker on it and let's go grab the Tatra, and then we're in a position where we can unload and sell. There's not that much left, but I don't think it's all going to fit in the combine. It would be quite embarrassing if it suddenly did. So we have done more than I thought. and we are on the sort of yeah, no, it's the, the field's at a slightly funny angle to the direction of the map. Anyway, fine. Let's go get the chapter. Okay, I got the 80% full notification just as I was leaving the yard, so probably getting pretty full. So we did need the trailer, the trailer, but something. Definitely wouldn't have filled this, wouldn't have fitted it all in. So I was right. Update: the class has finished cultivating that field, so I've now put him on another field just to keep it going, get the fields turned ready for sale. The planters maybe 50% across the field. But I've just realised how much I've recorded. This is quite a long video, so apologies for that. Unless you're enjoying it, I hope you are. But either way, I'm still trying to keep mine down to a reasonable length. This one's gone a little bit over. But lots going on, lots to talk about, lots to do, as always. Here on Riverside, always busy, always good. But yeah, so I'm going to end the recording there. I'll finish harvesting this field. I'll try and make a decision about what we're going to do with our harvester. I think I'll probably keep it and maybe we'll lease an ideal to go with. Yeah, so I'll finish harvesting this field. So next time we can look to connect these together. That'd be kind of fun. I'll carry on, as I said, with lifting the potatoes. We'll get a bit more of that done, and keep turning over the fields and finish the corn planting. So be quite a few more jobs done. I forgot to mention, actually, I've already sold some more wool as well. Yeah, there's those two. In fact, I better check the animals because I haven't checked them for a while. Make sure that they are all right. But we'll watch the worker slowly reverse up the field. Oh dear. Anyway, but anyway, I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching. If you have, likes and subscriptions are very much appreciated. If you're new, welcome. If you're old, hello again. Thank you very much. And you know what I mean. Don't forget to hit the bell notification if you are new or if you haven't done already. Videos may not be daily, but certainly every other day, I'd hope, for now. Otherwise, whatever you do, take care of yourselves. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.